good morning. Hope you all had a good, easy fast. I'm sure all the prayers were answered. I have a funny Yom Kippur story. My husband told us the Shabbos before Yom Kippur a story that one year by the Baal Shem, the davening wasn't going up to the heaven. Everything, he kept saying, it's closed. It's not, the prayers are not going up. So he looked around at everyone and he said, is there anyone who has chickens and didn't feed them this morning? Then please go run and feed them now. Apparently there were a few guys so excited to come to daven for Yom Kippur and they forgot to feed their chickens. So I got so worried about that story. I woke up extra early on Yom Kippur to make sure my chickens were fed. That I don't cause that problem. Anyway, that was just a funny Yom Kippur story. We're out here now. We have lots of news happening. We're day 15 on our quail eggs in the incubator. So I'm gonna open it up. Day 15 is lockdown. Quail eggs take 18 days. Now I put in all these eggs and unfortunately all these are not fertilized, or I waited too long to get them in the incubator. So all these eggs I'm just gonna take out, which is a pity. I thought I'm gonna get a whole bunch of quail, which I ain't. Leave these two in. I'm gonna pop out. And let these eggs hatch out here. And these eggs are gonna stay. I let them out this morning and they're just meandering their way back. We're gonna open their gate. You won't believe it. Look who is broody for a third time. She's like a miracle chicken. I see. You just started laying eggs again. You like being a mama. This is your third round this summer. And it's ready going into fall. Yeah. You puffing up? All right, okay. Proud of you. What about you? We're not here to disturb you, funny little lady. You're a sweet little lady. Okay, so look at this. This is all food, garbage, compost, saved. So I'm gonna get to work. So I'm just layering wood chips from our wood chip pile over here as our carbon layer, and on top of that I'm gonna layer all this food that we got. Look at this, open the bag, Rachel. Hard-boiled eggs. This is a problem for chickens, not because they eat the eggs. Eggs are fine for them, even though these are store-bought eggs, they're not so nutritious. The problem is I don't want them to get used to seeing whole eggs. So we are now, me and Rachel are gonna make mashed egg salad. So they don't connect raw eggs with hard-boiled eggs. Is that enough? No, not yet. More. Watch her shit. No, keep going. You. Okay. Let's take a look. Oh, perfect. I think this will be okay. Grab it. Let's see if they like it.
You like this? Oh my. Woo! Whoa.
So much food. And don't get me wrong, I'm really happy about it. Any food that sits in the garbage turns into toxic fuels when it can't break down properly. So we're taking out of our garbage system all this, besides for feeding the chickens, composting, getting great compost for the garden, and getting fresh eggs from all this garbage. There's a lot good in it. There is so much. So I'm gonna layer it. Usually I'd leave it open for the chickens to finish. So we have 3 compost piles. This one I shut because they were climbing over the gate with it. This one I'm gonna leave with the food that I want them to eat. This one I'm gonna layer food, wood chips, water it all down and cover it so we start getting a good compost going. Let them eat only from this pile. So I have already layer of wood chips, pasta, and another carbon layer. Any brown stuff, dry leaves, wood chips, brown stuff is your carbon layer. Your food, your greens, your foods are your nitrogen layer. And we have to layer them like a nice sandwich, water it down, and then it will cook itself into earth. One of God's greatest miracles. All right, so this is our 1, 2, 3, 4th layer. We have wood chips, pasta, wood chips, vegetables. Perfect.
Really?
Now we're gonna water this down. Next layer of food, next layer of wood chips. Okay, so we watered it down really well. This is the honey cake. I was just peeling off the parchment paper. Honey cake. Now soggy honey cake. All right, next layer. What is? More rice. And this one is corn pasta. Oh, that pasta didn't go down well. I don't know what this is. Some kind of soy something. More orzo. Veg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more bags. All your leftovers are really good feeling. Getting to make a useful product out of literal garbage. Okay. Okay. When we cover it so nicely that you can't tell anything was underneath, also the flies and the cats can't find it. So that's the point in covering it so nicely. If you want an odor-free, fly-free compost pile, make sure that any nitrogen you put down, any food, any grass clipping, is all covered. And yes, guys, you can do this in your backyard. Yeah. Best when my husband comes out for a water break. Yay.
Oh my.
Next layer. I'm not sure which is the icing and which is the cake, but keep on building our tower. Thank you. Again, not dripping but wet, so I'm filling up these 2 buckets and I'm just going to pour it over the compost piles out there in the back. It's a great thing to have your compost piles in your chicken coop, because then you can feed the chickens and turn compost at the same time, and they'll help you turn your compost and aerate it for you. So they're actually helping in so many ways, and you're helping them. It's like a win-win combo. Compost pile in your chicken coop, and having a garden nearby really helps because it's really close to transfer your compost straight into your vegetable bins and beds. It really is a very, very good system.
Whoa.
So I'm going to make sure everything's covered really well. Also in the back here. The chickens like to dig. It's a great thing that they like to dig, but I don't want them digging in my pile just yet. Alright, I can't find my thermometer, which usually is the case when I need it, but anyway, it's probably buried in all this stuff or something. Or I put it in a really good spot so that I should have it for next time. Anyway, one of those two scenarios. I just want you to notice this is all covered. Put in 2 more buckets of water, and I put in some dry leaves on top that I have from last season dried. And then I covered it really well, and I'm just sticking it here underneath. I want to make it as chicken proof as possible. Just notice the height. The height goes around, this is the height. Back, it should have shrunk noticeably after it cooks up. So we'll come check on our pile. Just wanted everyone to know what is happening to their food when they leave the table.